This is a map of Europe in 1460, and you'll notice a lot of interesting things. But I'm going to talk about the Kalmar Union, which is a very interesting piece of history. Now, this predates the idea of like Scandinavia as a distinct group. However, it is essentially just Scandinavia or the Nordic countries. You can see right here, it is all of the Vikings, right? Sweden, Norway, Denmark, at the time also Finland, Iceland, and parts of Greenland. And it lasted for a couple hundred years. I imagine kind of an alternate history kind of thing of what if that became kind of like the United Kingdom where it continued on through, because it was these three distinct kingdoms that were all ruled by the one guy, kind of like the UK. Now, eventually it broke up and then it was just Norway and Denmark and then Sweden with its part of Finland by itself. And then later we had the Norway-Sweden Union, and then also Finland was part of that, sometimes depending on whether or not the Swedes and the Russians were fighting over it and who controlled it at the time. But the separation of Sweden and Norway, I believe the only bloodless free separation of countries, right? Where they separated, they completely dissolved their bonds to each other without going to war, unlike the US Civil War and countless other civil wars, including the ones that would mess up the Kalmar Union and the Danish-Norway Union.